Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Fox United here, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the F1 Project. We're here for the second season of my journey to winning the Drivers' Championship with Renault. If you guys end up enjoying today's episode, feel free to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well. Last season, we missed out on the Formula 1 World Drivers' Championship by 18 points. It did go down to the final race between myself and Valtteri Bottas and also Lewis Hamilton, but in the end, unfortunately, we came up short. But this season now, we're hoping to try and make amends. So in this season, we've gone ahead and bought some driver perks to give me bare resource points so I can slap out them upgrades, you know. And we're fourth in the championship in terms of like driver, team performance with Mercedes still up there at the top, but we're very close to racing points. So we should expect to have a stronger start to the season, and then we can be a bit more spicy as the year goes on. The only change to the calendar this year is I got rid of the Japanese Grand Prix and put in the US Grand Prix because I felt like it. So we're going to get straight into my qualifying now, see if we can get a good session in there and crack on with the race. Well, how's this happen then? I'm about to qualify 15th. What? I thought I drove kind of nicely, you know. I mean, I messed up the braking point in turn 1 and then turn wherever. But fam, what do you mean Ricardo's on the front row of the grid? I'm down 15th place, you sloth. Nah, I can't have this. I can't be accepting this. Do you know what? Quali means nothing. It's all about the race. We know that already. I'll prove these bitches what's right. Right, we are on the grid then to start this Bahrain Grand Prix. And we're going to start on the medium compound tyres. I'm going to get them out of the way. And then I'm going to go on to the soft compound tyres. I nearly had it. Wow, this game nearly selected the alternate strategy, you absolute mugs. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to start on the mediums, go to the set of the soft compinters. If there's an early safety car, we'll box for softs and then just do soft like triple velvet. Let's go. 5 lights. Get me low in! Oh, that was a shit start. It's alright, I can work with it. I am a god, right? Get that inside line. Oh, daddy. Yes. Get on the inside of Seb. And swoop wide. Kind of onto the curb, but it's all Gucci. Alpha Tauri could be out there being a little bit saucy with me. I'll let him have that. Get my banana out. That sounds wrong. Shouldn't have said that. I wanted... You know what I mean. You probably don't, you underage children. Oh, I'm catching up to Stroll. Oh, Lancey boy! You're mine into turn 1, sunshine! There we go. That's 8th place now. I told you, the race means more than qualifying. Next up is Alex Albon. And I think Vettel might have some front wing damage because he's dropping down the order quite quickly. I'll tell you what I'm also looking forward to. It's currently in the works, but I've got an upgrade coming for the brakes because the car's getting quicker, but the brakes haven't improved, so they're just like pretty shoddy, I'm not gonna lie to you, so it would help if I had some better brakes. But for now, we're doing alright. Right, we're coming into our pits now. I decided to come in a lap early because I'm just not happy with hard tyres going on for Bottas. Alright, that's just made me happy in the pants. But we're coming in now, we're going to go on to set the soft compound tyres, take you to the end of the race now. Hopefully we've just got some bit more pace on these tyres. Ricciardo's going to jump, what he has done, wow! So Daniel Ricciardo leads this Bahrain Grand Prix, this is madness right now. Imagine if Ricciardo is my championship champion. Bam! I can't have this happen. Anyway, we're on the soft tyres now. Hopefully these just feel nice. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. We should now be able to start closing the gap between myself and the front runners. So let's do this. We need to save some fuel as well. There should be an overtake now on Alex Albon. Turn off the ERS now. It's the fastest lap of the race as well in the process. Albon goes defensive. We'll take the outside line, sorry. We'll stay there. But we'll pinch the inside. Nice. Good stuff. Good overtake. I think Verstappen's on the back of Bottas, who's really struggling in his hard tyres. If I can keep this pace up, the 3rd place is definitely up for grabs. So I just got to get my head down, so I'm not talking no more. Do I go for a move? I mean, yeah, I do. Because it'll pay off. I know it will.
Nice move.
There we go. Job done. Gasly dispatched. He might come back at me again into here, which he doesn't. I think Bottas is starting to escape, so I need to get onto the back of him quickly. before my tyres fade. Hamilton as well is catching Ricciardo, so this is getting intense. I'm trying to save fuel as well. It's so hard to do anything when they're all in the freaking slipstream DRS trying like this. I can't get near them. The turbulent air is costing me in the corner, so I can't even set myself up to go for it in an unorthodox place. Otherwise I would. Really struggling. Come on. Verstappen's close enough to go for an attack. I need them to cost each other time. I need it. Go for it, Perez. This is scrappy. I'm still stuck to Perez. I got him. That's all I give a shit about. You're not having the inside line. No chance. Take the outside line. I'll shove it. Got him. Thank God. So frustrating. I'm closing that right off, buddy. It's just been slipstream DRS train. I've been nowhere near being able to just get onto the back of these cars. It's been so difficult. Can I try and... I'm not going to get close enough, I don't think, to Bottas here in this last lap to try anything. Keep pushing, but I think he's got the legs on me, actually, as well. Ah, damn it. I think it's going to have to just be set up for a P5. I can't complain about it from where we started, but it's just so frustrating that I couldn't utilise my time on the soft tyres. Because these... Oh, shit. I've gone wide. Let me just focus on getting away from... Oh, he's had a stink on the exit. I couldn't utilise my soft compound tyres because they were just in a slipstream DRS train. You just can't find anywhere to close. And then when you're in the turbulent air through the corners, it's horrible. If it was just one car by one, it would have been absolutely fine. But we'll take a P5, but I'm actually quite annoyed about that, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping to try and get a podium, but... You know, if the car in front of me didn't have DRS, and it was just one car by one, and they didn't have this slipstream DRS thing, it would have been absolutely fine. But because they did, it just made it impossible for me to get anywhere near them. So, yeah, it's pretty annoying, that one, I'm not going to lie. But we'll move to the next one. Alright, so here's the race for the classification before I move on. So Lewis Hamilton took the race victory. He actually overtook Daniel Ricciardo, but the gap was only 2 seconds. So, you know, not too bad in there. We finished 8.6 off. However, I just realised that we did get the fastest lap bonus point in there as well. We started P15. I have to take it. I got to, you know, not be too miserable or disheartened about it. Drivers' Championship, it is all the same as it, you know, was before we got underway. Looking at the Constructors' Championship, meanwhile, Mercedes lead Renault by 8 points. I think if we could develop our car quick enough, we can take a fight to Mercedes and the Constructors as well this year. I do believe that. Right, so we're back here onto the laptop now. I'm going to go all the way up to the brake because I don't really give a shite about the acclaim. There's just no point. So I'm going to go up straight to the season break, which will be the March, and then I should have near 3,000 resource points to do some spicy stuff with. Shut up. There we go. Right, now, we've got the brake upgraded in there. That's cool. What's this? Is this an ultimate? It's a major one, but it's for the weight reduction. Would that come in time for the... I'm going to rush it. Sod it. For the boys. Actually, let's be smart, actually, and let's not be a pillock here. Could we do with some downforce, maybe? I mean, no matter what, these are both major upgrades, and I'd have to rush them. Engine side of things, we are mid-table, but we've got a lot of power, and I can't go any further until Renault get their asses out their hats and do something. Or I do one upgrade here, say to the fuel efficiency, and make that you know, a bit more important. And then do, I don't really want to tyre wear, maybe do like a minor weight reduction. There's a question of which one I fancy doing. No matter what, these two would, I'd rather do that, I think. I'd rather have 2 guaranteed upgrades come for Zandvoort, and then all I've got then is major upgrades then pretty much to focus on, bar this one, which is also tyre wear as well. But when you do a 25% race, who really cares? So that's what we'll do, and then we can now start building up the resource points now, to then get another major upgrade then on the way. I think that's the best way to go about it. So let's get the season break underway. We'll get a set of resource points coming in as well. We should definitely then be able to afford a major upgrade then for the next race, which will be critical for us. So let's just hope actually, though, these upgrades come through because they might fail. They didn't. They're through. Sweet. Okay. Right, now, let's go straight into the next race weekend. We'll have a look at the laptop and see where we are in performance. Okay, you join me at the laptop, and we're here for the Dutch Grand Prix. And in terms of my engine, is it going to be alright for this race? Yeah, it'd be absolutely beefy. But as we can see then, in terms of the upgrades, everyone literally brought a double minor, which is what we did. So, Williams have taken a big step up, but they're still last as per usual. Then we've got, you know, the Haas and the Alfa Romeo making upgrades. In fact, everyone has literally made upgrades. Annoyingly, so too did Racing Point, so too did Red Bull, and so too did Mercedes-Benz, which is a pain in the backside. So we kind of remain where we are. In terms of the R&D tree, we've got enough to do an upgrade straight away. And I'm going to see, would this arrive in time for Canada if I put it on now? It would. So I'm going to develop a major weight reduction upgrade. Because, I mean, I do F1 journeys, so I know that weight reduction is key to having a good car. After this then, as we get towards Canada, I'll see then if we could start working on the downforce side of things. If we get these two major upgrades on the car, it means then the next suit are only minors and will be less of a pain in the backside to sort out. So, yeah, reliability as well. I put this out there, I genuinely couldn't care less. Like, I know it'd be like, oh, put them on and you'll be a reliable car. But it's like, it's a 10 race season. If I have a bad quality, like I should have done really Bahrain, I just take up a new engine and go from there. So let's get to qualify. And if I qualify bad, I'll take a new engine and we go from the back. It's going to be P7 on the grid. That's not too bad, actually. I suppose. I think that, yeah, I'd say it's okay. Was that P8? Did it just say on my screen? Have I lost a position on the line? Buggers, Vettel. Whoa, Ricciardo's way down the order. What's he doing down in P14? He's had an awful qualifying session in there, but it's Hamilton on pole. Sergio Perez is alongside him on the front row. Bit of a mad qualifying there, but Ricciardo with an awful qualifying session. Not sure what happened to him. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one, actually. I'm not sure how he's managed to get that problem, but hey-ho, we'll move, I suppose, and see if we can try and recover in the race. Right, here we go then. It's time to start the race. We're going to be starting from 8th place on the grid. Soft to medium compound tyres, simple strategy. Here we go then, 5 red lights coming up here for the Dutch Grand Prix. And it's lights out, here we go. Too much wheel spin. Oh my god, that was so close to going into the gravel. Oh my god, I've held it around the outside. Oh my god, how have I just made? What a start from your boy. Let's get on the back of Perez as quick as we can. Put some pressure on him. What an absolutely amazing start. I nearly got horribly wrong as well. Another slide from Sergio Perez. Really struggling now on those tyres. I mean, I'm not exactly having the happiest time on my tyres. They're up to about 107 degrees most of the time, but I'll have DRS on this straight now to try and combat. Wow, he's got a lot of straight line speed. I'm going to have to use some energy here. There we go. And we're through. That took a lot more than I thought to try and pass him. I've got to be careful of my own tyres because Perez is losing the rear constantly. But then, if you look at my front left, it's on 105 at the moment. That's going to go up to about 107 by the time we finish all of the sectors. Fortunately for my teammate Ricciardo, I can see him on the minimap. He's just stuck in a huge train, like I was in Bahrain the last time around, but obviously his is much more damaging because he started so far down the order. And the only positive is that because he started outside of the top 10, there is a chance that he could be on the medium compound tyres, go a little bit longer, build himself, you know, a little bit of clean air, and then pit for some soft tyres maybe, and then try and pace it at the end. I'm able to hold off Perez and Verstappen. I can't get anywhere near, what's it called, the two Mercs. They're too far ahead for my liking. So I'm just sort of in a fight with these guys at the moment. And that's kind of where I am at the moment, fighting for P3. The Mercs just too quick. They're too quick anyway. And then Bottas, for example, has just got DRS on Hamilton, so I can't do anything about their pace. But I'm going to come in at the end of this lap, which is 1 lap earlier than my pit window, just to get onto the medium compound tyres, because the harder tyres, especially around Zandvoort, really do help.
Power output will be less than optimal.
I've got power unit issues, do I? The IC's on 50, doesn't matter. what I was going to say was that the tyre temperatures are easily manageable on harder tyres than they are on the softs. So we're going to just box for those now. It'll just make my life so much easier. Plus I'll get an undercut and I won't be able to overtake the Mercs, not with a 4-second undercut. It's not that big of a jump around here, but it'll be more than what it is at the moment. And I should then, if no one pits behind me, get a gap on them, which is what I really need. So that's what I'm going to do now. So we're going to come in at the end of this lap. I'm so quick in this final sector, but you can just see how the Mercs are just pulling away so easily. Because we're just not up to their speed yet, which is frustrating because, of course, I wanted to try and challenge them in the championship. And if it goes to a third season, then Christ save my soul. Here we go then. We're boxing for the mediums now. Also, no traffic as well to deal with. So that's another benefit that we got boxing a little bit early. There's Ricciardo. No, he is on the soft tyres. I was hoping that he wouldn't be on those. We've got a bit of a gap forming here. Okay, we got some nice clean air to drive into. That's nice. Okay. Yes, just in front of the Alfa Romeo. Nice. I like that a lot. That makes me happy in my panties. Oh, there's the yellow flag behind me. Oh, it's Verstappen. Verstappen had just overtaken Sergio Perez in this Grand Prix. And he's slowing down to a halt. So Max is out of the Grand Prix. I don't think we'll get a safety car, though. It's too late to do that. But he is out of the session then. So bad luck then for Max Verstappen at his home Grand Prix. I was literally pushing so hard to try and keep Perez and Verstappen at bay. And Verstappen was closing in on me. Perez had dropped up. I've dropped Perez because Verstappen had just passed him. But I was about to give a sit rep as well about how the race was going. Yeah, Jessica would tell me about my ICE. I'm not really that bothered. If that was only a little bit earlier in the Grand Prix, we would have had a safety car come out for that. And I would have been able to try and launch an attack on the Mercs. But for now, though, we are just rolling along, trying to secure third place in this Grand Prix, which would be absolutely brilliant for us. And,
okay, gap ahead is 3.8
about
seconds.
The biggest problem that I've got, and again, it's more to do with AI inconsistency on this game, which is a little bit frustrating. The first sector is about matched. In the middle sector, around Zandvoort, I don't know what it is, right? The AIs are so fast, it's a joke. Like, I literally cannot, whatever difficulty I try, apart from like 0% AI obviously, you know, whatever difficulty I try, so let's say 100 AI plus, they'll be quicker than me for that middle sector. I don't know what they've got in their back pockets which gives them so much speed, but I can't match it. I was really hoping that DNF though was for like a Lewis Hamilton or something, so it would have allowed Championship to be even spicier. But he's holding off Bottas.
Gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
And there's my worry. Perez is back on the prowl again. Half a second of that last lap. Got to keep pushing. Well, there we go. Lewis Hamilton wins the Dutch Grand Prix. We're going to come across the line and take third place at the Dutch Grand Prix. Just held off Sergio Perez, who did catch me up in the end. Dropped the gap back down to a second there. Good stuff. It's been a good episode. P5 and P3 were the fastest lap as well in the first race. It's been good. We just need to make that next step now so that we can get the victories. It's not difficult to get this done in this season, but we'd have to win probably about 4, maybe 5 races this year, which is a tall order. But if we can keep slapping on the upgrades, we're in with a shout. But obviously, our biggest challenger by the looks of it this season is going to be Lewis Hamilton. And that's what we need to be careful of. So, Hamilton there, you can see, takes the race victory. And that is all fandy-dandy with me. And as you can see then, I'm just going to get Crofty to shut up again. He really does my head in. He's fucking loud. Here we go. So Hamilton won this Dutch Grand Prix. 3/10 separated himself from Bottas. We managed to finish in third place after starting in 8th. Perez finishes in P4. Actually took the fastest lap of the race on the last lap. He really gunned it to try and close the gap on me. Leclerc finishes in P5 ahead of Albon, Vettel, Norris, Gasly, and then Stroll. Unfortunately, Ricciardo could not get any points today, which is a big, big disappointment. But you can see that everybody's fastest laps from Albon downwards were in the 1 minute 11s. Ricciardo was in the 1 minute 10s. 2/10 off of my personal best. He just had a bad qualifying and it's hard to overtake around Zandvoort. Verstappen being the only man to DNF in today's race. In the Drivers' Championship, we are 24 points behind Lewis Hamilton at the top, which is okay to start things off with. It's alright, it's not doom and gloom. We're up into third in the championship. Perez is 4th, Ricciardo 5th, Constructors' Championship with 36 points off Mercedes, who have got the dominant car this season. Red Bull, though, have a very good package. So we need to be ready to really mount a challenge on these drivers. Let's get back to the laptop and see what upgrades we could slap on before we end the episode. Right, we've just had an R&D failure, and that's my... Oh, I can still get it on. Thank you, Becky. Oh my god. If that couldn't go on, I would have actually lost my face and put it in a shed. But we're about to end the episode off here. We're going to get our 2 weekly resources in now. It does mean, annoyingly, I'm not going to be able to get any upgrades on the car. Extra, sorry. But yeah, I know they failed quality control. I'm more than aware of that. I was pretty aware of it. I'm not going to lie to you. But chassis-wise now, we'll have the second best chassis on the grid. And with that weight reduction, it's going to be king. We now need to start working a little bit on the aero and then also maybe on the powertrain, but there's only major upgrades that I can do, and they don't really push me up the order too much. So, I think, now that we've got chassis at a very nice standard, I think we're a bit further behind in the aero, so we'll focus on trying to get these upgrades in. By the looks of it, we should be able to get, by the next episode, we'll be able to do at least one, maybe if not both of these downforce upgrades. Then we'll have great downforce, and then it's just minors by here, so I definitely need to work on the downforce next. So I know where we're going with this car. It's just going to be about being a wee bit patient, but I'm going to go and leave this episode off here. So if you have enjoyed it, feel free to drop it a like, subscribe if you're new around here as well. I'll see you next time. Take care all. Peace.